everybody, Steve Dangle here, with this week's edition of Steve's Hat Picks. Well, what do you want to talk about? You know what I want to talk about? There was still some hockey played over the last few days, last week, and there's going to be more. There is! If you're anything like me, you've been listening to everything, which I don't know if that's healthy. Well, listening to something like 32 Thoughts, for example, could never be unhealthy when trying to figure out what's going on with hockey right now. The Olympics seem kaput in terms of NHL players going there. But this season, as far as we know, next week. That is what I choose to believe, and that is what I genuinely believe. And it's going to be a hat pick. Why waste any more time thinking about that? This is to look back at the NHL week that was, the best from around the NHL. Let's get cracking. Up first, we have a player who is never boring. Literally never. He doesn't know how to be boring. Kasperi Kapanen.
Tang the drive, that's fought off by Allen. Big rebound, pinballs around, tipped in, Kapanen, he scores! Beautiful play, Kasperi Kapanen, it's 1-0 Pittsburgh.
Did he butt that in? Choke up on the stick. Initially, thought possibly he popped it in with the glove, which wouldn't count, but he shortened up on the stick. Puck was in the air. Off a skate. There's a little chip. Wow. Look at this. That is incredible. There's no way they play baseball in his country, Mearsy, but Kapanen, he looks like he knew exactly what he was doing.
You know, the Kapanens are truly an athletic family. I don't know if some of you youths know this, but Kasperi Kapanen's father, Sami Kapanen, was a player in the NHL, and I remember specifically with the Philadelphia Flyers in the playoffs, due to injuries, Sami Kapanen, who was a forward, had to play defense. Or at least there was talk of it. This is from 2004, the last time the Leafs won a playoff series. They lost that playoff series. Anyway, he was a forward who could fill in on defense. Kasperi Kapanen is a forward who could fill in on first base. Took a long, winding road to get there, and I don't know, I hope you laugh. You will laugh at this, though. This was my favorite thing about this. Puck gets redirected into the air. Like, it's a very interesting and intentional play. Like, Evan Rodriguez, amazing season so far. He kind of means to do this. But Kapanen, he chokes right up and he makes sure I'm going to be below the shoulder, I'm going to be below the crossbar, everything's going to be fine. But it's the fact that Jake Allen is like, here it is, here's my puck, and I'm just going to grab it. Kapanen just snatches the opportunity away from him, and Jake Allen does what every good goalie should do in this situation. No! But of course, you look at the tape and yes. Kasperi Kapanen. That is quite the hat pick, sir. I wish you could invest in, like, NHL stocks. You should invest in batting pucks out of the air. This is on the way up. And then you hold for our next hat pick, the Ottawa Senators, who struggled when the season began. They're on the up and up. Invest in them as well. And here is Hot Sam Bacho himself, Thomas Chabot, walking Ryan McDonagh.
Turned over again to Chabot. Chabot takes the puck wide. Here he comes. Chabot in. Scores. What a goal by Thomas Chabot for his first of the season. That is a highlight reel special.
So much talent for this young man. First goal of the season. Got 16 assists coming in. But he's been on the radar for Team Canada for the Olympic team. But that's why. Look at these moves coming in. You try to gap up as a defenseman if you're Ryan McDonagh. You're trying to jam the blue line. But when Chabot is as smooth as he is, and as soon as he makes that first move around McDonagh, McDonagh knows that he's in trouble. He tries to come back to the near side post, but Chabot is so smooth.
Like, just the gall, the nerve, the cheek. To be a defenseman and look at a great defenseman in Ryan McDonagh. Because A, there's no guarantee you get by him. B, there's no guarantee that his partner won't crush you. And C, even if you get through all of that, you got to beat Andrei Vasilevsky. Number 72, Thomas Chabot, takes McDonagh, 27, and flips him on his head and buries the thing. This is a great move. It's a great play just for the cheek of it all. The confidence. You know what? It's a lesson. There are lots of things we can do, we just need to believe in ourselves. I'm not saying literally to this situation, like if I believed in myself hard enough, I could beat Ryan McDonough on this play. I'm not saying that. But it's a lesson that could be applied to other scenarios. Christmas dinner, I couldn't possibly have another slice of pie, but if I believe in myself enough, I could. At Christmas, I always believe. Who are we talking to? Anyway, it's a hat pick for, it was Shabbat, was it? For our next hat pick, hey, who likes Alexander Ovechkin milestones? Well, here's like the 6th one that we've featured this season. You know, if you've scored 274 goals in your NHL career, you've had a pretty good NHL career. Alexander Ovechkin has scored that many goals on the power play alone.
Scoreless here, early second period. Backstrom dropped it back. Ovechkin, a one-timer. He scores. You said it, we all know it. That is the 274th power play goal in the 17-year career of Alex Ovechkin. No one in the NHL has more.
Yeah, ties him for first all time, but a really good entry by the Washington Capitals. They play give and go up by the point. I mentioned TJ Oshie, the right-handed shot, who plays in that bumper role, but because he's a shooting threat, Mike, you've got to respect him in the middle. So what happens? Josiah Slavin overcommits to Oshie, and then Ovi. He's not going to miss from there. There's nothing Marc-Andre Fleury can do on that one.
Like, good. I'm glad. Is that not perfect? Alexander Ovechkin ties Dave Andreychuk for the all-time power play goals record. And it's perfect because it is a classic Alexander Ovechkin goal, a classic Alexander Ovechkin power play goal. What's the pose? Stick up, standing stock still, somehow wide open after all this time, ping off the bar, and to boot, he's on a different team now, but he beats Marc-Andre Fleury. Which, you know, at the end of his career, Fleury's career, we're going to be having a Hall of Fame discussion about him and his numbers. You got to keep in mind, like, looking at his career save percentage, like, he had to play in a division with Alexander Ovechkin for most of his career, and I feel like that should, like, get him a little leeway. You know what? I like the new stuff, but Alexander Ovechkin plays the hits. That is a hat pick. For our next hat pick, we have a save from goaltender Adam Larsson? Oh, we should have put this at the beginning. Is it too late to do that? Because I said let's get cracking off the... I can't. It's too late. You can do it, but you're not going to? All right, just show the clip.
One on the homestand with the win over Calgary and the win over Dallas, losing to Minnesota. Carlson shot, save, rebound, what a stop on the goal line. That was Adam Larsson saving a goal.
Bonino, Nieto, they can't believe it. And I can't believe it sitting up here. Adam Larsson pulls it off the goal line. Unbelievable chance there for the Sharks. Earlier, Weatherby on the shot, rebound in front. Guys driving there, Gadjevich and Peterson, they sweep it out. Alexiak, and then this one coming in. Pad stop. Nieto looking to dive it in, and right there, Adam Larsson just basically sticks his stick out, and it hits it and makes it stop.
Man, is that good. Matt Nieto says, this is an easy goal. I'm just going to sweep it in right here against an expansion team, nothing to it. And Adam Larsson, with authority, you shall not pass. Stopping it basically right on the goal line. And if you don't think this is an impressive play, well then I would ask you, what would impress you? Look at this guy. He's on the Sharks and he's impressed. That's an amazing reaction. When you're going for the rebound, but you're also watching the game, that was awesome. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, you know, this goalie's a little bit controversial. Not everyone likes him, but he's got quite the resume, and he has the ability to be featured in hat picks. And I don't say this to get a laugh, a superhero's groin. Don't laugh. If a superhero, imagine a superhero's, you're making me say it. A superhero would have a groin like this, I think is what I meant to say. Show it.
The board, still the puck. Outlets to McDonough, across to Palat. Oh, what a save by Quick. Oh, my goodness. Pulled it off the goal line. That was 2-1. And Quick said no.
And then, you know, when you think about where he's positioned in the net, just an incredible, incredible save. As you see it goes to McDonough all the way across. And maybe he didn't get a lot on it, but still, it's in the right spot.
Once again, it's basically if you do anything to the Tampa Bay Lightning, if you score against them, if you stop them from scoring against you, it's impressive on account of they're really good. But this is really good. This is Jonathan Quick stretching to his absolute max to rob Andre Palat. I love the pop of the crowd, but there's something about the initial pop and then the chatter that continues for seconds after. Because you know everyone in that building, even in Tampa, is asking the same question: how the heck did he get that? That is a hat pick. But later on, in that same game, in overtime no less, Andrei Vasilevsky says, "I have a superhero groin as well." He didn't say that. It would have been in Russian.
And it comes back, and now it's a breakaway for Kopitar. Andrei Kopitar in, stuck by Vasilevsky. He kicks that out.
And now nobody's got any legs left. Or does Cirelli have anything left?
Cirelli does not.
For Killorn, but particularly for Cirelli. Look at the scoring chances at both ends. Jonathan Quick knocking that puck way up the ice after Hedman was fully committed offensively. Oh my goodness, how long is that left leg, Vasilevsky? Look at him eyeballing him. Look at him eyeballing Kopitar after that.
I mean, I cannot find the words. What am I trying to say? It's not even impressive because my eyes didn't even register that it happened. Like, my brain won't process that save was real. Like, producer Drew, here, can you stop on this screen grab? Like, look at this. If you had an Andrei Vasilevsky action figure and you found it laying on the floor like this, would you not assume that it was broken? How is that possible? That is a superhero groin! And is also a hat pick. That is... Vasilevsky's goofy. And amazingly, the Quick save, the Vasilevsky save, none of them come close to this. Malcolm Subban, we are not worthy.
Right in front, tipped on goal by Carter. The rebound off the post. Rodriguez looking for another one.
Let's take a look. Subban gets a piece of it, and then it hits the back of his other glove right on the goal line. Wow, what happened? If this is a save, it's one of the most remarkable saves I've ever seen.
One of the most incredible saves of all time.
In the situation room or in Toronto, trying to find every angle and every possible way to determine whether this did not totally cross the goal line or not. Remember, the puck's got to go all the way across. It can't be on. The whole black puck has got to go across the plane of that goal line.
See, he had lost his stick, but then it's the glove hand behind his back that appears to have kept that puck out miraculously.
Just show it again. Why talk over this? Show it again.
In the situation room or in Toronto, trying to find every angle and every possible way to determine whether this did not totally cross the goal line or not. Remember, the puck's got to go all the way across. It can't be on. The whole black puck has got to go across the plane of that goal line.
See, he had lost his stick.
I saw a lot of people saying that this save was lucky. And I have a few thoughts there. One, you're right. Two, shut up! That's remarkable! That is ridiculous! You couldn't do that if you tried! And if I were Malcolm Subban, I would tell the entire world that I did that on purpose just to torture you! I don't even care if that's not traditional goaltending. Like there's stand-up and butterfly and whatever that is, Conor McGregor arms, the octopus, spaghetti noodle, whatever you want to call it. That is... How? How did that stay out? You ever see the movie Angels in the Outfield, where Christopher Lloyd as an angel helps a baseball team win games? Okay, well the whole point is while the angel is helping the baseball team, everyone's like, that's unbelievable! That's how unbelievable that save is. It belongs in Angels in the Outfield, the hockey version, which I'm surprised they didn't make that. They were churning out a lot of hockey movies back in the day. At least we got the Mighty Ducks out of it, but I would have watched that! Enough talking, show it again.
It can't be on. The whole black puck has got to go across the plane of that goal line.
See, he had lost his stick.
So many things had to go right for Malcolm Subban to make that save. And he made it. And he may never make that save again. But going back to what we talked about earlier, he also might. optimism's the better option. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. We will see you again soon. Obviously, the schedule's a little up in the air right now, but the plan is to be back when hockey's back, which will be soon. It will be soon. It's gonna be soon. Oh, and dang it's coming Thursday. It's gonna be soon.